Hey guys, welcome back to STL Cars and welcome back to yet another video. Now, it's finally time. We're finally doing the first mod to the Lupo. I've not done anything to it yet since the reveal video, and it's just kind of been sat on the drive, but I'm ready to finally do my first little modification, and it's definitely going to make it look a lot better as well. I find I've been using the Lupo as like a little bit of a van. Most of the time it's got the back seats down, I can just throw stuff in the back and it just makes it nice and easy. But at the minute it is full fishbowl spec, so I'll spin the camera around and show you exactly what I mean. So as you can see, it's just, yeah, you can just see right through into the back of the car. And when I've got stuff in the back, obviously people can just see straight in. So what we've actually got today, and I've got it in this tube here, is we've got some window tint. Now we're going to be tinting not only the windows, so we're going to be doing the two rear side windows and then the rear window as well. But we've also got in this box here, we've got some light tint. So while we're doing tints, we're going to actually just tint the rear lights a little bit as well, just to give it a bit of a different look. And yeah, so I've tinted the rear lights on the Audi, which is in the garage before, so it's not too difficult, and these aren't too complex of a light. They're pretty flat as well, apart from this bit, but it shouldn't be too difficult. I'm going to start on the windows, specifically going to start on the side ones because they're normally the easiest because it's just flat, and then we'll get onto the back where you've got to kind of like heat shrink it to the window. I have tried tints before and they're quite difficult, and the last time I tried it, it didn't really go to plan and it came out with loads of creases. So we're just going to give it a go and see what happens. And if it looks rubbish, it was only a few quid kind of thing, we're going to rip it off and try again. But I've actually, the tint that I've gone for is pre-cut tint, so it's actually pre-cut the tint for the windows on the Lupo, so it should make things a little bit easier. I'm not having to actually trim the tint or anything, so it should just be a case of peeling it off, heating it, and smoothing it out and putting it on. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just going to get the tint out the roll now, and we'll make a start. So the first thing that we need to do when we're tinting is obviously we need to clean the windows. So I'm going to give the windows a clean with this solution. It's basically just fairy liquid and water. We'll spray it on. We'll do the inside and the outside, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we've cleaned this window first, inside and out is done. So now we're going to go get the tint out of the roll. So it's literally just in this packet here. So we're going to get this out, and then we're going to peel off the right hand side window, and then we'll get to installing it, and hopefully it goes all right. Wish me luck. So this is the rear two windows. As you can see, they are cut out already, which is good. So basically I've just sprayed the solution onto the window so it sticks down, and now what we're going to do is peel off the right side. I just need to figure out which is the adhesive side and which is the non-adhesive side to make sure I get the right window. But then once I've done that, I'll get it onto the window in the car, and then we'll show you guys how we're going to smooth it out and hopefully apply it with no wrinkles. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So this is the difficult part, is trying to get it onto the window without it like sticking, and so we're going to just spray a load of this solution on there so it's nice and wet, and then hopefully try and get this on without it going wrong and getting creased. I mean, that's sort of worked. We're not doing too bad. Right, okay, so obviously now it's just about squeezing the water out. So I'm going to work my way from the middle and just kind of push all the water out. I think we've pretty much got it lined up to where it needs to be. So yeah, I'm just going to start working this water out. I've always wondered about when you tint windows where the water actually goes, because obviously it just like kind of seeps into the car, which I can't imagine it's like great, but anyhow. It's working alright so far. We're not looking too bad for creases either, so I'm just going to go ahead. I'll speed this up now, and then hopefully you can see the finished article on this window, and we'll see how it looks from the outside. So guys, there we have it. Nice one window tinted. It's not looking too bad. It doesn't seem to be peeling away from anywhere just yet, but we'll keep an eye on it and keep pressing them back down. Also, as the water dries out, naturally it will stick better. Let's have a look from the outside. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. So obviously I've not gone like dead, like really dark. I didn't want it to be like blacked out like limo tints. This is, I think, 20% tint, but we just compared that to the other side. Obviously it's reflection there, but it's yeah, it's a lot better. You can see from the inside. So obviously looking there and there, yeah, definitely looks better. I'm going to crack on and do the other side now, and then I'll come back to you guys once we're going to attempt the rear window, because that's harder than the sides. But first one, good job. So there we go guys, both rear windows are now done. As you can see, looks so much better. It's really subtle actually. Like I said, I didn't go for the really dark like limo tint blackout, but it's just nice and subtle. I'll show you with the door closed. You can see like from standard to how that is. Yeah, it just looks nice, subtle, and hopefully just blacks out the back a little bit when I've got stuff in there. But now we're going to crack on with the back window. Like I said, this one is a little bit harder. So basically what you've got to do is, because the window's curved, you've got to put it on the outside first and then heat shrink it to the window, so then it kind of follows the curvature of the window, and then apply it onto the inside. So we're going to do that now. We're going to get it out of the roll, stick it onto the Audi, and then we'll try and attempt at heat shrinking it onto the rear window. So guys, we've kind of heat shrunk it as best we can. There's obviously still a lot of lines in there. It's not going to look the best because, as you can probably see there, I put a nice big crease in it, and right in the middle there, there's a crease which is obviously going to show once the tint is on. So that's really annoying. This is really difficult, guys, to be honest. I can see why like it's like such a skill to tint, because it is hard work. The sides were pretty easy, as you can see, they look all right, but the back's where you've got to heat shrink it and stuff. It's such a big piece as well, it makes it a lot more difficult. So yeah, I'm going to just peel this off now, peel the backing off, and we're just going to apply it and see how it looks. If it looks like really bad, we'll have to order another piece and try again. But yeah, let's just give it a go and we'll see what it looks like once we get it installed. So I've had my assistant come and help me, and we've managed to get it stuck on the back window all right now. So now it's just the same as the rears. We're just going to squeegee the water out and then get the hairdryer on it just to shrink it. Them creases aren't actually too visible at the minute, so we'll see how it looks once it's on. But I'm just going to get the squeegeeing. So guys, it's not exactly gone to plan. The rear window looked crap, basically. I've tried doing the rears before and it's really hard, and if you don't heat shrink it properly, it just doesn't work. In this case, it didn't work for me. I put some creases in it as well, so that's like obviously leaving air gaps and bubbles, which I just can't get rid of, and it just looks rubbish. I mean, it looks like the bit that's stuck down all right, looks pretty good, and I'm quite happy with it. but it's just all around the outside. It looks terrible, to be fair. So I am just going to peel it off. Unfortunately, we'll have to get another bit of tint and try again, because it does look good with the rears tinted, but not how it looks at the minute. So I was going to come around and show you what I've done. So as you can see, guys, that is the current situation. So we've just got loads of these little kind of air gaps here all across the top. So these are like actually creases, so they're not going to go, they're not going to go. Down the bottom isn't as bad, there's a couple here, but yeah, the top just looks terrible. So I might just give it another kind of 10 minutes of working and trying to get these out as best as possible. But yeah, I think I'll probably end up just ripping it off and trying again. But yeah, we'll see. We'll come back in sort of 10 minutes and see how we get on. So guys, there we have it. That's the finished result. Yeah, I know it's not great, but that is literally the best I can get it. Obviously, I've not got any spare tint either because it came as a pre-cut roll, so we've just had to kind of make do. There is obviously quite a few kind of air bubbles and stuff which I just really can't get rid of. I think I'm going to leave it on for now, just while I've got obviously the sides tinted. But yeah, I will order some more. The sides look really good. I'm really happy with how the sides turned out. It's obviously like a lot darker in the back now, which is nice. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how the sides turned out. But yeah, the back definitely needs redoing once I order some more tint. But yeah, for a kind of first attempt to do it on the Lupo, I don't think it's too bad. Like I said, tinting it isn't easy. If you've ever tried before yourself, you'll know exactly what I mean. It is not an easy task to do, to get right anyway. The sides aren't too bad, but the back is normally a right pain because of having to heat shrink it and stuff. So yeah, it is what it is. Looks not too bad. So now we've done the windows, sort of, I'm going to make a start on the lights. So we've got some light tint, and I'll show you how we're going to do that now. So we've got our light tint. This is a lot more like wrap than tinting film, so it should make things a little bit easier. As you can see, we've got two kind of rolls of this. However, the lights on the Lupo are square and quite small, so I think we can get away with just using one bit like so, which should be enough from what I can see. So we'll cut this in half, we'll stick this down onto the light, and then it's literally a case of, like you would be wrapping apart, you use heat and stretch it on. But first we need to give this light a wipe down. So I'm going to cut the film, then we'll turn the light up and we'll get started. There we go, guys, that's the first light done. Again, it's not perfect, like there's a couple of little air bubbles and stuff. You know what, tinting isn't easy, and it's a DIY job, so it's not going to be perfect, but just a bit of a comparison. That's the kind of, obviously not tinted, it's tinted. I think it looks better. So guys, we've just about finished up. Here's the kind of final result. You can see back windows, side windows look really good. There's no air bubbles in them whatsoever. You can see from the inside, yeah, they look really good. Lights don't look too bad. Again, a few little air bubbles kind of in them, but don't look that bad, which I'm quite happy with. Back window, yeah, looks a bit crap. Obviously got the air bubbles in there, but you know what? It was kind of first attempt really on this, so. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I'm quite happy with how that turned out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like I said, this is a proper DIY job. I'm not a professional, as you guys know. We just like to give things a go ourselves. So let me know what you think. Does it look alright? I know the back window looks crap, so don't kind of take the mick in the comments. I know it looks a bit rubbish, but we'll give it another go and try again. But that's it, guys. That's the first little mods on the Lupo. Definitely got more stuff to come on this little cart. Like I said, it is my daily, but it's going to be a little kind of project just to mess around and do things too. So that's the first thing. We've got the tints done, sort of. Back window pending, doing again. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you go and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos. And until next time, guys, we'll see you then.